Did I get you? I surprised you? Well, yes, that's sort of the point of me jumping out at you. Now, what's a pretty little thing like you doing out here? When I made the decision to come to this graveyard late at night, I don't seem to remember inviting anyone. Did you follow me by any chance? Isn't that rather risky? Who knows what I could be doing here? I could be burying a body for all you know. I mean, I'm not burying any bodies currently, that you know of. But you still put yourself in danger, didn't you? Oh, now you're saying you weren't following me. Is that so? All right then. What were you doing here? I haven't seen you around here before. And not going to lie, you don't really look like the type to hang around in places like these for the fun of it. Are you visiting someone, perhaps? Oh, you are. You don't seem sure of where they are. You haven't come to them before? Hey, it's all right. There's a first time for everything. You seem nice enough. All right. If you tell me their name, I could probably give you a hand if you like. Oh. I think I recognize that one. Just a mo. Ah, perfect. Here we are. Just who you were looking for. Why, yes, I do know my way around the graveyard rather well. Actually, if you must know, I happen to be the gravedigger for this cemetery. Of course I'm not on duty, hence the reason my shovel's away right now. I actually find this place rather relaxing when I'm not working. It's so quiet, and I can just chill out without too many people coming in. Well, apart from you, of course. I don't really mind your company so far, though. If I want peace, I'll come here. But I do sometimes forget how lonely it gets. So, thank you for your company, I suppose. I used to live in this area as a kid. Then I moved away for a while, and only came back fairly recently. It was certainly a surprise how much had changed when I got back. Everything was so different to how I remembered it, and all my childhood friends had moved away since I left. Aside from chasing away the occasional grave robber and keeping the ghouls company, there hasn't really been much for me to do in the evenings anymore. I'm joking. We don't really have any ghouls. Maybe the odd ghost here and there, but they're mainly to scare away any bratty children who think it's a good idea to throw stones or leave nasty surprises for people mourning. To be honest, the ghosts don't really do much. I'd say it's more me scaring the kids away with the shovel. But, you know. And if that doesn't work, I just call their parents. Even if I don't know them, I will always find a way. I'll leave how I find their parents undisclosed. If you're desperate enough to know, though, let's just say that I'm really good at finding things. Now that I think about it, I think I remember seeing you around town a couple times. I thought your face looked familiar, but I couldn't pinpoint from where. Oh, no. I haven't been following you or anything. It's a small town, you know? Oh, you remember seeing me too? I was with a person in a creepy hood carrying a scythe. Yeah, that'd be my employer. From my experience, they love to dress up frequently, and they've said it adds something to the atmosphere. Or whatever. Apparently that's how they kept people away from the graveyard before I came along with my Late night chill sesh. It does a wonderful job keeping the kids away, apparently, though. It's actually a lot of fun to watch, if I'm being honest. Maybe sometime, if they decide to have a little fun scaring the children again, soonish, you'd maybe like to come and watch? I mean, if you wanted to, you could join in too. I admit it would be kind of fun to have someone for me to show the ropes of what we do here at night. And if you enjoy it yourself, you could come back another night and it could just be you and I. I mean, if you aren't afraid of the graveyard, that is. I totally understand if you were. I mean, it's not just anyone who can handle being in such a dark place. Anyway, so, have you been here long? I mean, in town, I mean. A little while, huh? What's your favorite place to visit? Oh, I love that little cafe. I like how they, have a new theme each week. It really keeps you on your toes, and the staff seem to enjoy working there too. Or most of them do, at least. It is still customer service after all. But hey, the manager seems to get on well with their employees, so at least they have that going for them too. I may or may not have a bit of a sweet tooth, so I always end up eyeing those cute decorated cookies they always have. The ones that change design with the theme. And then there are always those pastries too. Have you tried them? Not yet. Yikes, you've been missing out. A shame, really. They do taste excellent. Hey, you seem pretty cool. After you've done whatever you've had in mind to do here, I'm pretty sure I remember there being a little shop not too far away from here that stays open quite late. If you're interested, would you like to go and get some drinks with me? Or snacks? Whatever you feel like, really. I haven't had a good conversation with someone in a while, and you seem to be holding up pretty well. I tell you what, you and I are going to walk to the shop. Then we're going to hang out for a bit. Eventually, you're going to bring up the time and say, "Oh, it's late. Sorry, I'd love to stick around, but I'm afraid I must go." And then I'm going to ask for your phone number because you're cute, and I'd be hoping we could do something like this again sometime. I would hopefully receive it, and then I'd walk you home. Or you'd walk me home, depending on who lives further. Sound good? Thank goodness, because I was worried you were going to say no for a moment. Okay then. If you're ready, shall we go? Don't worry, I'm not planning on sacrificing after this or anything. Just because I dress like this doesn't mean I take out my sacrificial dagger for every person I come across. I have a very careful selection process, you know. Besides, I've been told to keep human sacrifices to a minimum, and I... No need to look so scared. I was only kidding. Or was I? No, but seriously, let's go, Dollface. Before the really scary critters come out, eh? There are some tales of creepy things that have happened to those who stay too long past midnight, and I'm pretty sure you don't want to find out if they're real or not. The ghosts don't seem to like it. So then, darling, shall we? By the way, this is my actual voice. I think I was just having so much fun doing other voices that I forgot to mention. But yeah,